Hello people, I'm back with yet another video cast this week, and this time it's a pretty old game actually. This game is almost 2 months old, but since it's pretty good I decided to just go ahead and what the hell, why not? So the teams are, on GDI's side we have Short1, our very own expert at game replays, Liquid, also a very good player, Yolda, Loblob, who is also one of our experts, Passos, and on Nod's side we have FIMZ crew, as people call them nowadays, Fusty, Zodiac Headlock, Murder Omega, Zebra Stripes, hey Zebra, and Cheetah. Let's go ahead and watch the game. Pretty standard opening on Lost Valley, 3 crawlers going north, 2 crawlers going south. South will be will aim to secure the green tibs, perhaps this one too. Lobber going for a nice, working his magic with bulldogs, as we all know. Fusty taking support down south, and Zodiac going with offense. In the north we'll have 1 defense from Cheetah, 1 offense, and another offense from Murder Omega and Zebra Stripes respectively. No big problems securing the tip there, I'll just put the names out. There we go, this way we can see who screws up, or I'm sorry, did I say screw up? I meant who makes the awesome moves, shows off amazing skills, and portrays feats of unbelievable courage. Yeah, whatever. And as we have a look at the minimap, we can see this nice little line of Lobber's bulldogs just streaming through the map. Fusty doing an excellent job countering those bulldogs with marauders. Marauders are the best counter for a bulldog spam. Of course, I didn't think he expected these mass shepherds and these handful of hunters to counter him, so it's a counter to the counter. Yeah, no third counter there. Cheetah doing a little foray with a handful of engineers, and these 2 fellow players should be supporting him already. There we go, Short1 mixing his units nicely. Orca and Shepherd mix is pretty good, still works. Yolda doing the very standard GDI offense opening. He made 4 engineers and keeps spamming hunters. This can be incredibly powerful. Node 1 is being slightly contested, so is Node 2. Fusty's crawler almost went down there. Node 3 belongs to GDI, so is Node 2 at the moment, and as far as I see it will belong to GDI for quite some time. Nice job anticipating the green tip there from Murder, but Loblob doing what he does best and annoying the hell out of Nod with his bulldog spam. There we go, Murder, I was gonna say selling the Tiberian, but that's not exactly true, is it? Yeah, blowing up the tib does a bit of damage to Fusty's Cobras there. Meanwhile, in the north, whoops, I would be decommissioning that already. But of course, if you have mass engineers, then you can just repair it up. The problems arise when the engineers are killed, and Loblob did a good job noticing that his bulldogs were needed up north. Bulldogs are a natural counter to engineers, and let me tell you, they work beautifully, especially when you have about 20 of them. Now, I would be targeting the engineers first. I would also be retreating that 1 tank which died there for no apparent reason. Now, GDI is playing, I mean, so far this looks like a very standard game because GDI is controlling 4 nodes. They seem to be winning pretty easily, and alright, this mutant hovel is more important than people think. It can give you an endless supply of mutant units, which can be so helpful. It's almost the reason why you go south. And he should at least, Zodiac should at least move his crawler close to it to start capturing it or something. And as far as I see, he has no anti-air units, so Liquid should be doing this pretty easily, but there comes the first stealth tank. Stealth tank being a very good counter for Hurricanes. Now, back to north. Now, notice how Cheeto, the way he deployed his crawler. Alright, he's getting the penalty because he's being shot up from behind, but he's doing this so that his engineers come out on this side and that they can, you know, come back here safely. Loblob's snatching at Tib, and I think he should have blown it up already. Sonic artillery going down somewhere, probably down here. That's right. Zodiac still has time to decommission safely. There we go, and he seems to manage just fine. This is slowly turning into 2 against 1 here. Well, because of the crawlers anyway, but Zebra Stripes has her crawler back at the uplink. And what's this? We have a stealth tank sneakily, stealthily capturing these two towers, TCN and the uplink. Blue tip with being blown up there, and it's just what GDI needs to finish off this crawler. Short one, meanwhile, changed to defense. Defense being, we could argue it is the class which deals most amount of damage. So when you're when you're sort of stalled in a battle, then you may as well just change to defense and come back. But defense, I think defense is pretty useless at tier 1. But of course, since it's tier 2, he has the freedom to change to it. Now, someone should be getting this green tib, and this one. Poor show, guys, poor show. Excellent, Fusty Scroll just manages to escape. He should be reverse moving it though. This should be interesting when Passes engages an army with his quite large number of Firehawks. They work well, especially when you're flying the Firehawks along with the crawler, so just keep them on the same spot. This way the Firehawks will be healed and they will recharge very quickly. They will be twice as effective almost as they usually are. Node 4 and this uplink being contested just creates a bit of confusion, but Short One seems to handle the situation until Murder Omega shows up with his mass stealth tanks. Hello, sorry about that, I stopped recording for about 10 minutes, so let's get back to the action. As I think I was saying, stealth tanks are a pretty good counter to pretty much anything, and if you micro them that well, they are a very good counter to zone raiders as well, and they're capable of absolutely tearing a support crawler to shreds, so rushing that support crawler into the line of fire by Short One might not have been the best decision there. Interesting tactic, mass vertigos. Again, Zodiac should be keeping the crawler close to those vertigos, like Passus is doing with the Firehawks. Excellent, excellent, excellent job from Passus. Like I said, they recharge very quickly. What's this? We have a Reckoner spam from Cheetah. Oh my god. Horrible. Then again, this I do realize that this game was played 2 months ago, so these players are far better than they are. At the moment, these players are far better than they are in this replay. But what the hell, it's a good replay. So Yolda pumping out some sandstorms, but then again 2 or 3 sandstorms aren't enough to counter about 10 stealth tanks. Meanwhile, down south, Fusty's still struggling to take over. I thought there was a crawler drop there for a second. That would have absolutely killed Fusty. He wasn't paying attention either, because that may as well have been a crawler drop, in which case he would have been squashed. And he didn't make any attempt to retreat, as we could see. Loblob still has a few bulldogs on the field, and that's a very good map awareness from Short One. Notice how he just came down south from up here. Interesting. This is the point when Passos or one of the other support players, if there are any other GDI support players, yeah, excuse me, Short One should be calling in a what's it called, recon drone over here, if he suspects there to be stealth. Right, there we go with the recon drone, but then again it wasn't placed in exactly the spot. But then again, how could he know where the stealth tanks were, where to place that recon drone? And we can see that Nod might be able to muster a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. That would be epic. And Liquid doing a poor job here. He should have decommissioned that Shepherd just before it was captured. And then again, he should have reverse moved all of his units, so Fusty's crawler drop would not kill his units. Zebra doing a nice mix with stealth tanks and Avengers, but I don't think she bought that stealth upgrade, which really helps. It adds a dodge bonus to all of the units in the stealth tanks radius, and that was a bit strange. She just deployed and now she's decommissioning, but alright. She's forced to retreat. She was overwhelmed by Old and Passus here, and we can see a few more GDI players just streaming in from the south. Liquid and Fusty are still having some skirmishes down here. I'm not sure. To be honest, I would be making Venoms here. They are just so much more useful than Salamanders, I think. I mean, Salamanders are being used by themselves. It's not a good idea. That's right, good. Lifting up the crawler, preventing any shenanigans from Fusty by using the purification ability. Then again, Liquid didn't see the mass stealth tanks just pouring in. I think he still could have decommissioned if he would have seen it in time, but he just saw maybe 2 of them coming in. Nice little battle going up here in the north. The first Mastodon coming out from GDI. Question is, did he buy that upgrade? Because if he bought the depth charges, that's right. Is it depth charges? Yeah, dispersion base. I mean, then he can use depth charges, which are absolutely insane against crawlers and just about anything. And they are the counter for Reckoners. You just basically take the Mastodon in here, you set off the depth charges, and you just watch them go off. And then you pick them off by the rest of your units. Zodiac doing some harassment here from the south, and then again he should be moving his crawler around here somewhere, keeping it still safe from these units, but close enough to recharge the Vertigo's bombs quickly. That's some decent micro there by Murder, but he still has some of his nearly dead units alive. I would decommission... I usually decommission all of my units which are in red, meaning barely alive. 2 crawlers at tier 2. Fusty should not even try to take this over. He should just come here, kill off this iron back, move his crawler over here, and try to resist Passus's foray. Now where was that sonic artillery? Whoops, there we go. Meanwhile, husks were captured, as it would seem. And it's not much power going on from GDI, to be honest. So Zebra could have decommissioned that crawler, I think. But maybe she expected Cheetah's Reckoners to heal it up quickly. Let's see what's going on down here. Loblob already has this under control because he has Hunters, and these are 2 dead Marauders basically, and 2 soon-to-be dead Tyrants. But Fusty's using the Visceroids very well. He should actually put down the rally point over here and just keep pressing X as soon as the Visceroids recharge. It will make Loblob retreat and give Fusty the time he needs to finish building up his Basilisks or whatever he's doing. Another Sonic Artillery going down. I mean, somehow this power pisses me off so much, but then again, so do Reckoners, so 2 overpowered things being used there are not sure how to say, a joy to see, to be honest. Cheetah's Crawler going down thanks to the Sonic Artillery, and not to mention these heavy units up here. Heavy units being mentioned. GDI, I mean, Nod should be making some Basilisks now. They are quite excellent against just about anything, especially heavy units. Especially if they are microed well. Now, then they are one hell of a force. Not often you see scalpels still being made at tier 3. That's something to be noted from Zodiac. It's a very good strategy, because few people make scalpels at tier 3, but even fewer people try to counter those scalpels, so they can just heal away at pretty much anything. Now, put stasis field on this one guy and just start killing off the crawler. That's one thing to do. Oh yeah, almost. Some decent micro there from Murder, going under the shield with the stealth tanks and attacking the crawler. Very decent indeed. Short one should have placed the crystal shield over here. I'm not sure if he could. I'm pretty sure he would have if he could. And then he should have activated it, and then he could have easily decommissioned without being killed. But he has a pretty nice army. Murder will not be able to kill almost any of that with just 2 stealth tanks, so this node should go down easily. The score is pretty close at the moment. Let's look at the individual scores for a second. Overall, I think Loblob has the highest score. Well done. And if we just look at the general trend, The scores seem to be pretty even. Perhaps GDI has a bit more, but I'm not gonna whip out the good old calculator here. Passer's coming in with his defense crawler. He better be building some titans or something. And Fusty should be taking out these husks before they come back. Or, then again, capture them. That's even better. Brilliant. Wait until they're almost fully recharged, and then capture them. That's a pretty good thing to do, to be honest. Good, and now start... Refractors. I got screwed by refractors yesterday in my game against FIMZ. I foolishly targeted them when all they do is they pretty much do nothing, and they kill off your entire army of basilisks, like we can see here. There we go. Fusty still has those two mastodons which were wisely captured by him. Then again, he failed to capture this one, so this one comes back with full health. Next to a green tip core. Come on, microwave. Well, pick up that green tip core. Never mind. Node 1, a classic Thunderhead versus Basilisk war going down. Should be reverse moving. A nice thing to do is when you have two Basilisks, you can just put stasis field on one of them, the one which is dying, then decommission it, and you can just save the other one, and you basically lost one and gave the opponent 0 points. Please reverse move your crawler. And I think we lost Zebra meanwhile. Yep. So this game is pretty pointless without the only girl in the game, but we're gonna finish watching it anyway. How about that? Not sure what Loblob was trying to do there with the hunter. He obviously pressed Q and then moved the units around. Bad time to land those Thunderheads with all those Spectres around, mate. There we go, 20 points for Nod. Then again, I would have just decommissioned this one. This would have been too risky to decommission. And this is a pretty interesting encounter here. Yolda coming in with Mammoths. Not many people use Mammoths, but they are, so to speak, the heavy version of Hunters, which means they're even stronger. And if Spectres are being used, then Mammoths are a good thing to use, because if the opponent brings on Basilisks as well, then you can have mirror plating to reflect the damage, like I explained earlier. Now this game is actually seems pretty Nod favoured at the moment, which was certainly not the case at the start. So Nod deserves a round of applause for making a comeback here, even with losing a very good player. Come on, please pick up those husks before they come back, because they're gonna be a pain in the ass, mate. Sonic artillery going down. Not quite sure why. He could have just used the recon drone here instead. Or wherever. Sometimes using more support powers of lower SP requirements is better than using the higher tier support powers only. What do we have here? Fusty actually managed to capture 4 Mastodons, which are pretty strong to say the least, and all Passos has is 4 poor strikers which are dying. Now Fusty should be moving his crawler over to node 3, and he should be moving his army to counter these juggernauts. But what's the point since they won anyway? Now let's look at the stats quickly. Units killed first of all. Let's see who killed most of the units, and that one goes to Loblob and then Fusty. Well done, guys. But of course, I personally prefer looking at the unit KD ratio, and the more positive it is, that number, the better, and that one goes to Short1. Congratulations. And now, by request, I'm going to have a look at the support powers used. And well done from Liquid and Fusty using 9 support powers there. That they were obviously not Sonic Artilleries only, which means they must have used lower tier support powers, which are pretty useful, to say the least. Now folks, I hope you enjoy this VOD, and I hope to see you next time.